What is good, YouTube, and welcome to ARB TV, and today we're going to go over Zlatan Ibrahimovic leaving United. Now, I know it didn't come as the biggest shock to most people, but it's still sad nevertheless to hear officially that United wouldn't be taking up the extra year to renew Ibrahimovic's contract, and he's going to leave the club once he's fully recovered from his injury, and he's probably going to head to the States. Now, Ibrahimovic, for his debut season at the club, has been absolutely fantastic. Yes, he might have 30, coming on 36 years of age, but he shows no signs of slowing down. He's been absolutely superb for the club. He's opened his goal scoring account in the Community Shield with the winner against Leicester, and he didn't look back from there. And he'd no doubt in my mind hit 30 goals this season had he not got injured in the Europa League. He's a player that still has a lot to offer, and I am, like I mentioned at the start of the video, a little bit sad that we didn't take up that extra year, to be honest, because I do feel like even if he'd have come back in like January, he'd still had a lot to offer and still could have contributed 10, 12, maybe even 15 goals. He's a world-class goal scorer, and he's great to start around at the club. At least on the positive side, he's going to stay around to recuperate from his injury, so he's going to be around the training ground complex and give advice to the other players, etc. But it does leave a massive hole up front. Yes, we've got Rashford, but I mean, I love Rashford personally, but you cannot, and it's unfair to rely on him throughout the entire season. So we are going to have to address that, and it does look highly like Morata's going to come in. I haven't seen an awful lot of Morata play, but his goal record's superb. It's something like 15 goals in 14 starts. So he's definitely got the record to back it up. However, untested in the Premier League, we still don't really know, especially at 70 million, there's going to be an awful lot of pressure on him. It's just unfortunate, really, that Ibrahimovic did get injured, because I've no doubt if he hadn't got injured, we'd have took up that year to extend his stay at Old Trafford, and ultimately just having him around could make a massive difference to our season. It'll still make us probably favourites for the league title. I'm still really confident we can go out and do it. It's just without Ibrahimovic, I don't know, it still feels a little bit sad and a little bit disappointed. I thought it wasn't the biggest shock, but still, like I said, still a bit of a blow to hear that he's finally leaving the club. I think the main, to be honest, thing, like I said, with Ibrahimovic leaving, is the replacing it side of it. I've already mentioned Morata. There's other options. There's Lacazette from Lyon. No guarantees that he's going to stick around there, so he remains an option. There's Diego Costa, he's left Chelsea, he's up in the air, Sanchez at Arsenal. There's all these players that could potentially replace Ibrahimovic, but it does look as though Morata is the #1 choice. So hit me down in the comments, more than happy to reply on it, whether you think Morata is the right choice, whether you think it's worth a go, sneaky bid for Costa, get a go for Sanchez. There's all sorts of options available here for United, but back onto Ibrahimovic. Now, he started his career like House on Fire, didn't he? A goal winner against Leicester in the Community Shield, then he went on to score against Bournemouth after coming off the bench. Then he got 2 goals against Southampton. He was brilliant, an excellent, well-taken goal on the volley against City. He contributed in everything, and not many players come in and win 3 trophies in the first season daily, if you include the Community Shield. Without him, we undoubtedly wouldn't have won the League Cup. He proved the difference in the game against Southampton, and he played a massive role in United getting to the Europa League final. And it was nice to see him come on at the end of the pitch. Yeah, I know he was injured and stuff, but it was nice to see, along with Rojo and the entire squad, unite together when they won the Europa League. That without Ibrahimovic's goals, we probably wouldn't have been there. 28 goals in your debut campaign is impressive for anybody, but especially for Ibrahimovic, for a guy who's 35, 36, who's supposed to be past it, it made it that ever more impressive. Yes, he didn't particularly have the pace, and he wasn't that consistent. It must be remembered this year that he did miss an awful lot of chances. So if you think about it, if he'd have converted just 30% more of his chances, he'd have probably been on 50 goals, just like he scored for PSG. His conversion rate was actually pretty poor. But despite that, he still managed 28 goals. So, like I said, he'd have been on 50-odd goals this season, to be honest. And yet, he's had a fantastic season. He's undoubtedly one of our players of the year. It was just great to see Ibrahimovic in the Premier League, and it made it ever more sweet that he come to United, for me personally, and for a lot of United fans. We all know the talent and ability of him, and just to see him in the Premier League and see if he could do it was going to be really interesting. And without a doubt, he's passed that test with flying colours. To score the amount of goals he's did has been impressive. It's been great. And, of course, we've had, like I said, there has been its ups and downs. It hasn't been the most consistent of campaigns for Ibrahimovic, but to still score 28 goals is great. And I do apologise for the lack of the scream. I know I'm getting the odd viewer here and there. I'm just new to it, to be honest, and the internet streaming quality is not particularly the greatest, so it's just getting used to it really. But hit me down. In terms of like who replaces him, like I mentioned before, would you want Diego Costa here? Would you want Sanchez? These are all players that are possibilities to replace him. Got Lacazette. There's all sorts of options, isn't there? Really, we don't. Not all our money doesn't have to necessarily be on Morata. Although that looks the most likely one, there still are other options that Mourinho will undoubtedly look to use. In terms of what's next for Ibrahimovic, I think it's undoubtedly he's going to go to the States, probably with LA Galaxy. There's been rumours all season long that he's agreed a deal with LA Galaxy, and I think, especially now he's been released in United, it's probably just a matter of time before that's released officially. And I think in the States he'll flourish. He's flourished there in the Premier League. People said, weren't sure whether he's done it. Well, he's done it. Now, last place conquer, let's go and conquer the States, and I see no reason why he can't go on and do that, even at the age he is now. He's never had the pace to begin with, and he's one of these players, in my opinion, a bit like Scholes, Paul Scholes type of players like that. They've never relied on pace anyway, so it's not something that's going to affect him too much. And to be honest, for such a big guy, he's not actually the slowest out there. Berbatov was quicker than most people thought, and Ibrahimovic has got a little bit of pace in him, so. And especially with the American League not being as high standard as the Premier League, Ibrahimovic could quite comfortably score 20 goals plus, to be honest. It wouldn't come as a little shock if he went on and did that. But yeah, that's probably rounds off my stream on Ibrahimovic leaving United. I've seen I've got another one person watching. Like I said, I do apologise for the quality of the post, because the poor quality of the stream. The internet keeps going on and off. I just want to try something new. It's a news channel. I want to try and keep it interesting for you guys, interact with you, that type of thing, just so it's new and just so it's interesting and not boring. I know I'm competing against a lot of people here, but got to give it a go, haven't I? At least I'm trying. So, alright, hit me down in the comment section below, like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll be back tomorrow with another live stream.